Good morning, friends. Okay, so lately I've only been making videos talking about the Murdoch family murders. And that's all well and good and very important. But something so shocking happened the other day that I cannot not talk about it. And that would be this season finale of Seeking Sister Wife. Are you watching the show? If you are not watching the show, I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, am not sure what you're doing with your life. Okay, so if you're not watching the show, then you can just skip past this video and wait for something else that may be of interest to you to come out. But if you are, okay, Garrick and Danielle and BERT. Oh my gosh. Okay, so quick recap. Garrick and Danielle were married for like a bunch of years, probably kind of a disaster as a marriage, but whatever, who am I to judge? Garrick had like a vision from the Lord that told him he needed to take on extra wives. I hope that my beloved husband does not get that vision from the Lord, because he may also be seeing visions from where I bunked him upside the head. Like, you know, those Tweety birds that fly around when they hit you in the cartoons. That's the only vision he's going to be seeing if the Lord tells him he needs another wife. Unless she wants to come here and cook and clean and like take out the garbage and walk the dogs. But she couldn't touch my husband. So I would do that kind of sister wife, but not any other kind. Anyway, back to Garrick and Danielle. The Lord told him he needed another sister wife. And Danielle was like, I'm very sad, but okay. And so they met this woman online from Brazil 3.5 years ago. That lady is BERT. She's a lovely lady named Roberta. Why they call her BERT, which is kind of a man's name, I don't know, but no judgment. Okay, some judgment, but not that much judgment. Anyway, so to bring BERT from Brazil to the United States, Garrick and Danielle had to get divorced so that he could do a K-1 visa process and bring her into the country. No, girl, y'all are getting scammed. That was my first thought. Like, this is a racket. Either he's trying to get rid of you or she's running a romance scam or both. So for the past 3.5 years, they've been meeting up with this woman in Mexico and connecting with her and trying to make a baby, blah, 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 and sending her bags of cash. Now, I was fine with all this craziness, not for my life, but for their life, and I was very happy watching it on TV. But then she apparently has been asking for money all this time. Okay, so they got divorced. His family disowned him. They built a bigger house to accommodate her. They were taking care of her and her mother and all of her bills. And now it's like down to the 11th hour. And they booked a ticket, and BERT is supposed to show up in Colorado so they can live happily ever after on their polygamous compound. But BERT broke up with them over a text message. It was so scandalous. Like, I had heard that she broke up with him, but over a text message? Remember on Sex and the City when Carrie got broken up with over a Post-it note? This is kind of like the modern technology version of that. Like, sorry, girl, can't do it. But before she broke up with them, she was like, I'm going to need some cash before I get on the plane. Can you send me $9,800? And they were like, okay. As soon as the $9,800 cleared her account, she got to texting. What? Also, the $9,800 is significant to me because $10,000 sends up like red flags for banking officials or whatever, at least in the United States. I don't know how it works internationally, but I work in banking, so I know that at $10,000, there's like extra stuff you have to do. But at $9,800, And I would well imagine that $9,800 goes a very long way in Brazil. So now Danielle is on the TV sobbing uncontrollably. She can't breathe. And she's like, but what about the princes? The princes are what BERT called Garrick and Danielle's sons. Girl, she didn't care about the princes. She didn't care about you. All she cared about was that bank. I have to say that while this story is equal parts heartbreaking, ridiculous, and super, super juicy, Miss BERT ran a long con. 3.5 years? 3.5 years of soaking them for cash, 3.5 years of just like getting money, barely talking to them. I might need to run a romance scam. I don't think my husband would approve, but I'm just saying, if this were an option, I might be able to work that out. I can use $9,800. In other news, Slick Nick and his 2 wives married a 3rd woman. That whole wedding was ridiculous, but really the high point of that wedding was the shoes. Did you check out the shoes? If you didn't notice the shoes in that wedding, please go back and rewatch. It's on Discovery Plus. Also Discovery Go. This is the season finale of Seeking Sister Wife with Slick Nick and Wilson Phillips. Like, that's what they're called. Look at the shoes. The shoes are criminal. All right. I actually have work to do today because it is a work day, but I needed to talk to somebody about Seeking Sister Wives. Oh, and the little pocket man and his 2 wives that he was dating, the black guy with the 2 beautiful black women, how he got and keeps those women is beyond me. But they say you partner at the level of your self-esteem. So I'm really starting to question the self-esteem of those poor women, because that tiny little pocket man, you get mad at him and smash him into nothing and get on with your life and probably find a decent man. All right. I have a Zoom call I have to jump on, but tell me your thoughts on Seeking Sister Wife. All right. And more murder and mayhem later, but right now I just needed to talk about reality TV mayhem. All right. You have a great day. Bye.